intelligent now king, coddled glance all as a real Roman prowess, I fear that he paid most valiantly for it. It shall stand in posterity. But thou myself be the root of father of many kings. If this comes true for them, us upon thee, Macbeth, make their speeches shine. May by the workers as well on thee make good. May that not be my orcas as well, but set me up in hope, but no more.
Here's our chief guest.
If he had been forgotten, it had been as a gap in our great feast and all thing unbecoming.
Tonight we'll hold a solemn supper, sir, and I'll request your presence.
Let your highness command upon thee, which my duties are forever tied, forever not.
Ride be this afternoon.
Aye, my good lord.
We would have desired your good advice, which still hath been both good and prosperous. In this day's council, we'll take tomorrow. Is far you right?
As far as my lord will fill up the time, twist this to supper, not my horse the better. I'm the bar of the night, for a dark hour or twain.
Fail not to our feast.
My lord, I will not.
We hear our bloody cousins are bestowed in England and in Ireland, not confessing their cruel parasite, filling their hearers with strange invention. What of that tomorrow, when methought we shall have cause of state craving us jointly? Hie ye to horse, adieu, till we return at night. Goes Fleance with you?
Aye, my good lord, our time does call upon us.
I wish your horses swift and sure of foot, and so I do commend you to their backs. Farewell. Let every man be master of his time. Till 7 at night, to make society the sweeter welcome, we will keep ourselves till supper time alone. While then, God be with you. Sirrah, a word with you. Attend those men our pleasure.
They are, my lord, without a palace gate.
Bring them to us. To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. Our fears in Banquo stick deep, and in his royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. 'Tis much he dared, and to that dauntless temper of his mind he hath the wisdom that doth guide his valor to act in safely. There is none but he whose being I do fear, and under him my genius was rebuked, as it is said Mark Antony's was by Caesar. He chid the sisters when they first put the name of king upon me, and bade them to speak to him. Then prophet-like they hailed him father to a line of kings. Upon my head they placed a fruitless crown and put a barren scepter in my grip. Thence to be wrenched with an illegal hand, no son of mine succeeding. If be so, for Banquo's issue have filed my mind. For them the gracious Duncan I have murdered, put rancers in the vessel of my peace. Only for them and my eternal jewel, given to the common enemy of man, to make them kings, the seed of Banquo kings. Rather than so, come Fane to the list, and champion me to the utterance. Who's there? Now go to the door and stay there till we call. Was it not yesterday we spoke together?
It was so please your highness.
Well then now, have you considered my speeches? Know that it was he in the times past which held you so under fortune, which you thought had been our innocent self. This I made good to you. In our last conference, passing probation with you, how you were borne in hand, how crossed the instruments, who wrought with them, and all things else that might, to half a soul to be notion crazed, say, thus did Banquo.
You made it known to us.
I did so, and went further, which is now our second point of meeting. Do you find your patience so predominant in your nature that you can let this go? Are you so gospel to pray for this good man and for his issue, whose heavy hand bowed you to the grave and beguard yours forever?
We are men, my liege.
Aye, in the cattle ye go for men, as hounds, greyhounds, mongrels, spaniels, curs, chows, water rugs, and demi-wolves are clept by all the name of dogs. The valued file distinguishes the swift, the slow, the subtle, the housekeeper, the hunter, everyone according to the gift which bounteous nature hath in him closed, whereby he does not receive particular addition from the bill that writes them all alike, and so of men. Now, if you have a station in the file, not I of the worst rank of manhood say it, and I will put that business in your bosom, whose execution takes your enemy off, grapples you to the heart, and love of us, who wear our health but sickly in his life, which in his death were perfect.
I am one, my liege, whom the bell blows the world, that buffets the world. Have so insist that I am so reckless that I do that I spite the world.
and die another, so weary with disasters, tugged with misfortune, that I would set my life on any chance to mend it or be rid on't.
Both of you know Banquo was your enemy.
True, my lord.
So he is mine, in such bloody distance that every minute of his being thrusts against my nearest of life.
I am one, my liege, whom the bell blows the world, that buffets the world. How so insist that I am so reckless that I do that I spite the world.
And die another, so weary with disasters, tugged with misfortune, that I would set my life on any chance to mend it or be rid on't.
And though I could, with barefaced power, sweep him from my sight and bid my will avouch it, yet I must not. For certain friends that are both his and mine, whose loves I may not drop, but wail his fall, who I myself struck down. And thence it is that I to your assistance do make love, masking the business from the common eye, for sundry weighty reasons.
We shall, my lord, perform what you command us.
Through our lives.
Your spirit shine through you. Within this hour at most, I would advise you where to plant yourselves. Acquaint you with the perfect spy of the time, the moment on it, for it must be done tonight. And something from the palace always thought that I required clearness, and with him to leave no rubs nor botches in the work. Fleance, his son, that keeps him company, whose absence is no less material to me than is his father's, must embrace the fate of that dark hour. Resolve yourselves apart. I will come to you anon.
We are resolved,
my lord.
I'll call upon you straight. Abide within. It is concluded, Banquo, thy soul's flight. If it find heaven, find it out tonight.